Good morning, my dear students. Trizal, Mansi, Uday, Satvika, Gauri, and Tara. Good morning to all of you. Hope all of you are fine. Uh, right now, you can go through your WhatsApp. I have shared one PDF file. Okay. So recently, CBSE has changed the examination pattern. So, a new one I have shared with you. Okay. So that will be semester based. Okay. So two times there will be the final exams in a year. How many times? Two times, semester wise. Okay. First semester and second semester. So the first is going to be going to be held in the month of November and December, and second one in the month of March and April 22. Got it? So now, what is the main change? Modified. See, competency based questions would be minimum 30%. Competency based question would be around your 30%. Okay, this is for the class 10th and 12th. So they can be in the form of MCQs, case based studies. So MCQs we already discussed. After completion of every chapter, case-based questions means case studies and source-based integrated questions and any other types. Then next 20% is objective questions 20%. Now 50%. So next 50%, remaining 50% short answers, long answers questions as per existing pattern. Okay, short or long run. Okay, long answer questions. So 50-50 weighted. Next for the okay. Again, the next pattern is again 40 and 60. 40 and 60. 40 and 60 means I am talking about the end year examination. End year examination. Competency based question will be 20%. These can be in the form of MCQs, case based studies, source based, any other type. Okay, maybe true and false. Okay. Objective questions will be 20%. Okay, competency based questions 20, objective based question 20 means 40%. Now 60%, remaining 60% short answers, long answers, short or long answers as per existing pattern. Okay. Now syllabus has been divided into 50-50. Okay, like 50-50. 50% for the first semester, 50% for the second semester. From my point of view, this is a right move by the CBSE in the favor of students. Okay, in your favors. Means at one time there will be not the entire burden. Now that burden has been divided into two equal parts, 50-50. Okay, so 50% and 50%. I think this is a right move by the CBSE. Do you agree? Otherwise, what happens sometimes it is very difficult to learn so many things by the end of the years. Okay, so sometimes a lot of hard work is required, labor is required, efforts are required. Let okay, there is a X or Y student, he or she has done a lot of hard work for the entire and during the exam times okay okay fell sick okay for example fell sick, so it will be a very shocking time for that particular candidate. Okay, so once it is divided or balanced division is there, then it will definitely help us. Okay, not only you but me also. So more than 50% we have completed from this Indian economic development. Are you agree? Do you think that we have completed 50% Indian economic development syllabus? Yes, Mansi, this is what I said. This, okay, this is the conclusion of the my story, bete. Hmm? So, Mansi, this is your question. Why is macro today employment is not completed totally? Yes, not completed totally. Okay, and in between, I am asking you people to take a turn. Okay, means 50-50. So 50% syllabus of Indian economic development and 50% syllabus of the macroeconomics. Okay. So what I want to do, okay. First of all, let us complete 50% micro, 50% macro, and 50% Indian economic development. So Indian economic development is, I think, over. 50% is over. So now we can start with this macroeconomics. Understood? Now you can choose what you can do. You can check your WhatsApp. Okay, that dedicated WhatsApp group for economics. Okay, for economics only. So certain changes made by the CPSC. Okay. Now examination will be semester wise. Semester wise. Okay. So in the semester wise, there will be 50-50, 50% syllabus. Okay. So for that 50, we have to complete 50 only. Rest of the 50 will be in the month of April and March. Got it? So I think this is a good move that we are going to start this macro. Understood by all the guys? Are you getting or not getting? Understood? Mansi Alma Mona Yadav. Okay, bete. Clear? Otherwise, I may continue this Indian economic development. Now, your wish, your choice. If you want, then I will. Otherwise, macroeconomics is waiting for us. Okay, and let me clear this macroeconomics is a labor demanding. Got it? Reasons, logic, concepts are there. This is a concept based. Understood? Macroeconomics. So let us discuss. Bhagyashri. So let me discuss about the units. As you have books, do you have books? Do you have books, Vede? All of you? Which one? Sandeep Garg or VK Kohri? Which one do you have, Vede? VK publication or Dhanpat Rai publication? VK? Okay. VK and T are then one of the same thing. Okay. Okay. Mansi Sahiba, Satvika, Alma, and Shraddha. VK. Okay, okay. Good. Okay, okay. So let us discuss about the syllabus from this particular book. Got it? So unit number 1 or first part A. So this is related to the introductory macroeconomics. Got it? So very first chapter is national income and related aggregates. National income and related aggregates. So here you will learn the meaning of domestic income, national income, got it, and resident. Okay, then what are the different methods for the measurement of national income? So there I will teach you three methods by which we can estimate the national income of any country. Got it? Do you think it is important and essential? This is important to measure or estimate the national income of any country. Okay. Please let me know, how do we measure the national income? How do we estimate the national income? Do you think it is important to estimate the national income of? So this is what we will learn. Different method, three methods are there. One is value added method. Second is expansion method. Third is income method. Okay. All these three methods. Okay. If you apply first, second, third, any one method, you will be getting the same answer. Okay. National income will remain same. Got it? So measurement of the national income by three methods. Or now what are the precautions? Precautions are there that we will also learn from this very unit. Okay, this is the main from this particular chapter. Next chapter, that is related to money and banking. Money and banking. As you are aware about the money and like, okay, you know many things about the money, but okay, the basic concept of the money and banking, difference between the commercial banks and central bank, what are the functions of the central bank. Okay, so these like this we will study about the money and banking in this particular unit. Third chapter, determination of the income and employment. Determination, okay, determination of the income and employment. Okay, how we determine the national, how to determine the income and employment or output. Okay, there we will study about the aggregate supply and aggregate demand. So, what is the role of aggregate demand? How does it affect your output, employment, or national income? Next, chapter number 4. That this is related to government, government budget and the economy. Government budget and the economy. So the meaning of the government budget, importance of the budget, what are the objectives of the budget, component of the budget. Okay, like this you will study. Okay, so every year government presents the budget in the parliament. Okay, you might have heard or might have gone through about the same. So about the same we will study in this book. Then balance of payment. You study about the balance of sheet of A and B form, but here in this book we will study about the balance of payment. Balance of payment means balance sheet of the country, means balance of payment of a country. Balance of payment. BOP. Then component of the BOP, current account, the capital accounts. Okay. So like this is about the syllabus from this macroeconomics. Okay, numericals also there. Got it? There are numericals in this book. Got it? This is not pure theory. Theory along with the practicals. Okay, bete? Okay. Is there any student who has not macroeconomics? If you don't have, then okay, I okay. You people may get from me. I have extra books, so I may help the same. Okay, I may help that particular student. But I am hopeful by this time you people have already purchased. Okay, purchased or not? So first of all, what is the meaning of macroeconomics? Meaning of the macroeconomics. Meaning of the macroeconomics. So micro you studied in class 11th. Now macro in class 12th. Do you know something about macro? There was one question in class 11th. What is the difference between microeconomics and the macroeconomics? Can you brief something about this macro? Please tell me something about the macroeconomics. Study of economics at a large scale. Okay, Gauri. Okay. Anyone else? Alma studies as a society as whole. Okay. Okay. So this is a Greek word. Study of macros. Okay, only 2-3 students they have replied. Okay, anyway, good. So this is a Greek word macros. MAKROS macros. So the meaning of macros means large, micros small. Okay. Now here the meaning of large. Just we discuss about the different chapters in this book. There, okay. So I read about national income, money and banking. Okay, determination of income, employment, government budget. Okay, balance of payment. Then one more chapter is there: foreign exchange reserves. Okay, foreign exchange reserves, foreign exchange rate. So these are the large, okay, means we discuss about the whole, or we can say large topics generally we can discuss. So there we are not talking about the supply of A firm and demand of B firm, or demand by A person or B person. No, aggregate demand, aggregate supply. This is what you will study in this macroeconomics. Aggregate means total of the total demand. Okay, total demand, total supply of goods, different goods and services in the economy. Okay, so then we also discuss about the inflation. Inflation. Okay, so we are not concerned with the price of X only. Okay, so inflation rate, okay, inflation rate in the economy, okay, whether increasing or decreasing. So in macroeconomics, we discuss about the last variables, last variables. So this is also the branch of economics, branch of the economics. Okay, so where we discuss about the economic problems, economic issues at a large scale. What we discuss? We discuss about the economic issues. What is the economic issue? For example, unemployment, inflation, okay, unfavorable balance of payment. Got it? Okay, low national income. Got it? So these main points we have to discuss, or we will discuss in the macroeconomics. Okay, okay, bete. This is about the definition or meaning of the macroeconomics. Macroeconomics. Next topic: how or in what sense this macroeconomics is different from the micro. Okay, okay. How macroeconomics differ from the microeconomics. So please let us discuss about the same, about this question. What is the difference between micro and macro? Micro and macroeconomics. So micro study, microeconomics. Microeconomics. So this particular are the basis of the studies. So first point is there, basis of the studies. So what do we study in the microeconomics? Individual demand of X person, or a firm bete, got it? Supply of X firm. Okay, so there we talk about individuals. Okay, individuals or a firms. Got it? So on a small scale we discuss about the different variables in microeconomics, whereas in the macroeconomics, this is what I told you today. We study about the economic problems on a large scale. Economic problem on a large scale. Here, economic problems at a small scale, at an individual level, okay, or at a firm level. Okay. Anything else? So when we talk about the microeconomics, there you studied about the problem of scarcity. What is problem of the scarcity? Means resources are limited. Resources are limited means we have limited land, limited money we have. When you talk about the minerals, okay, reserves, natural reserves, all these things, okay. So everything is very much limited. Okay, we can use coal, petrol, diesel, other things for a particular period of time. Okay, afterward they will definitely exhaust. So scarcity, problem of scarcity, and having alternative use. Having alternative uses means that you have 2 hectare land. First option, farming, and what is the second option? Construction. You may construct a building or a factory, that is your choice method, or go for the farming. Scarcity, problem of scarcity and having alternative uses. Okay. Okay. So in macroeconomics, this is what I told. National problems we have to discuss about the national problems or economic issues at the national level. When we talk about the inflation, so how to curtail, how in what ways we have to handle the inflation rate. If there is an unemployment, how to decrease the unemployments. What are the different schemes which government of India should start to tackle the problem of unemployment, that literacy rate is low, how to increase it, what are the various ways through which we can increase the literacy rate. Okay, so economy as a whole we discuss in the in this macroeconomics, in this macroeconomics. Okay, next, economic variable, point number 2, economic variable. Economic variables. So In this microeconomics, we study about the supply and demand. Here, aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Got it? So these are the variable which we study at the macro level. Aggregate demand. Aggregate demand for the goods and services in the economy. Okay. So demand by all the customers, by all the consumers. Okay. So government sometimes is also the consumer. Aggregate supply, total supply of X or Y group by all the producers, by all the firms. Okay. So total, we can say aggregate supply. So at macro level, we study for the aggregate demand, aggregate supply. On the other hand, when you talk about microeconomics, okay, so there you can discuss about you as a consumer. Okay, let you as a consumer, I am as a producer of ice cream. I am producing the ice cream, and you are consuming ice creams. So this is what we study at the micro level. Okay, this is about the economic variables, aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Economic agents. Third point, economic agents. Economic agents. So, economic agents refer to the individuals and the institutes. Individual and the institutes, those who take the decisions or affect the decisions. Okay, decisions are. This is related to the decisions. Related to the decisions. Got it? When you talk about macroeconomics, microeconomics, so microeconomics, I shared one example. I am the producer of ice cream, so now I have to decide how much amount I have to produce. Okay, what to produce and how to produce. These decisions, okay, will be taken by me only as a individual agent. As a individual agent, I will be deciding about my product. Okay, as a consumer, you will be deciding about your demand, about your preference, what you want to buy, X product or Y product. That is your choice. Okay, in this case, in the microeconomics. Okay, microeconomics. What when you talk about this macroeconomics. So when we talk about banking sectors, so who is regulating, who is controlling, guiding, supporting, supervising the banking sector in your country? Please let me know the name of agency, institution who is controlling, guiding, monitoring your banking system, banking sector in the economy. Who is? RBI? Yes. Okay. Satvika Gauri, Utkarsh, Pravyas Mansi. Yes. So RBI is a this your economic agent. So RBI will be the economic agent. In the same way, TRI, okay, TRI is also there, SEBI is also there, SEBI is also there. Okay, so different institutes are there, agencies are there, those who are looking after, okay, controlling, okay, making the policies in their favors. In their favor is in the favor of country only, in the favor of country. Okay, so when you talk about the economic agents, so at micro level and at macro level, so we have different agents, different agents. Next point, Degree of aggregation. Degree of aggregation. Degree of aggregation. What? So degree of now degree of aggregation in microeconomics. So there I taught you about the equilibrium last chapter that we discussed last chapter or second last chapter from microeconomics equilibrium, market equilibrium. Yes, we study about the market equilibrium means producers and the consumers. Let I am the producer of ice cream, you are the consumer of ice cream. So your demand and my supply will be deciding about the price of the that particular good, which is ice cream. Okay. So when on the other hand, aggregate this aggregate demand. So there sometime okay, not aggregate demand and aggregate supply is deciding, but sometimes government can also interfere. Got it? Not prices will be decided by the aggregate demand and aggregate supply, but sometimes government can also interfere. Okay, government can also interfere. Government sometimes can control the prices of certain essential goods. Okay, so this is about the degree of aggregation. Next point is different set of assumptions. Assumptions. Different set of assumptions. So when we study about the microeconomics, that time macro variable remain constant. When we study about the macro, this time micro variable remain the cost constant. Let us understand with the help of example. For example, we are talking about the inflation rate. Inflation. Okay, inflation rate in the economy. So this time, the price of a particular product may be falling. Got it? The price of a particular product that may be falling. Overall, there is a inflation in the economy. Okay. Another example, macroeconomics. Let national income is increasing. There is an increase in the national income. Now, when you talk about an individual, his or her income may fall. Got it? So what we do when we study micro, this time assume that all the macro variables remain constant. On the other hand, when we study about the macroeconomics, the time these variables remain, micro variables remain constant. Constant. Okay? Central issue. Central issues. Next is central issues. So allocation of the resources. Allocation of the resources. Allocation of resources is the main. Why not? Vice versa. Vice versa, Vijay. Vice versa. See, this time during the pandemic, national income will be low. Bete. See, the GDP growth rate is low. During this pandemic, GDP growth rate for all the countries, not only India but for all, across world, your GDP rate is low. When there is a fall in the GDP, okay, or GDP rate is very low, definitely the national income will be low. National income may will be low. Now, in this case, let you there is a one person who is selling the essential goods. Essential goods. Okay, his or her income may be very high. Those who are running the chemist shops. Okay, I am a chemist, druggist. Okay, selling the medicines. So this time there is a huge demand for the medicines. Okay, or medical equipments. So my income may be high. Okay, and then on the other hand, the demand for the consumer goods. demand for the consumer goods. All the grocery shops, see, there is no any fall in the income of the grocery, those who are running grocery shops. Okay, so if there is a very tough time, war or pandemic, even then people cannot stop eating. Got it? Was what I think during this pandemic, people they tried the different dishes. So somewhere there may be increase in the demand for the particular good. Okay, central issues. So these are what the central issues. On the other hand, when we talk about this macroeconomics. So overall national income. What is the concern? Constant in the micro. We see we are talking about a person, single person, or a firm only. Okay, when we are talking about a single person, what is single means? We talk about the microeconomics. In the micro, let there is a okay. Sir, why it is considered? Otherwise, there will be the contradiction, na bete. There will be the contradiction in the statement. Now, what is the contradiction? Means national income is increasing. For example, that national income is increasing. What you see at this level, individual income is falling for X and Y. So there is a contradiction. So what we do? We assume it constant. Like here, macroeconomics. Got it? So when we study this particular, this means when we study what micro only, that time these variable remain constant. We have to assume. Otherwise, there may be the contradiction in the theory. Let you write. Okay, let you going to write something or going to write one theory, particular theory. So when we are writing the theories, at one time we cannot consider all the components. There are number of component in the economy. So economy is not dependent on only one variable. It is based on the number of variables. So when you study about, for example, two variables and three variables, that time you have to think about those and let others constant. If others will be keep on changing, then your theory may collapse. Okay, got it? So step by step we do the studies like microeconomics, macroeconomics. Okay, then statistic, Indian economic development. If you go for the higher level, then you will find many more books are there. Okay, so there is a particular subject, a book on the banking, finance, okay, agriculture economy, labor economy, macro, micro, mathematics, statistics, and so on. So what we have to do? We have to go for the deep study, okay, for the deep study, which help us to understand the economy, behavior of the economy. Okay, so okay. Good day, waiting. Time is okay. So, good day. Take your attendance. Okay. So, we will continue now this macroeconomics.